Namaste. Today's video is about Parsva Uttanasana in Hatha Yoga. The meaning of the word Parsva Uttanasana is side stretch posture. This asana is beneficial to all the muscles on the legs, the joints in the legs like knee joint, ankles, improves the flexibility of your back. It increases the forward bending capability of a person, stretches almost all the muscles in the hip joint, improves the flexibility of shoulders, wrist, elbows, and also increases the breathing capacity of the person. Those people having problems like back pain, neck pain, and high blood pressure should go very mild on this asana. During pregnancy, this asana must be avoided. Let me explain how to perform this asana now. I start from Samasthiti, from one edge of the mat, keeping the legs together, hands tight, looking straight in front of me. With an inhale, I take one leg out to approximately 3 feet distance and catch the waist. So this distance should be correct. It should not be too far, neither too short. Take it appropriately, approximately 3 feet depending on your height. That's the first step, and that's done with an inhalation. On the exhalation, I have to catch the hands at the back. So there are 3 methods to do it. The best method is this way, interlocking the elbows. If you find this is tough, you can catch the wrist like this. If you find both of these are easy, you can try to do Namaste at the back. That's called Paschima Namaskara Mudra this way. So from this position, I turn the body and the legs to that direction. So I turn the full body to that direction. The front foot is turned completely 90 degree, whereas the back foot is turned halfway, maybe about 40 to 60 degree angle. So that is done with the inhalation. After that inhale is completed, then I exhale and bend in the direction of that leg. So you can see both the heels are on same line. So they were like this in this position. So when I turn, both the heels will be on the same line, whereas the hip will be one side on the left side and the other side of the hip on the right side. So the middle is the heel, whereas the shoulder and the hips will be on either sides. So that is the alignment of this asana. So I exhale and bend forward and stop wherever I can reach and stay there, and slow Ujjayi inhalation and exhalation. So each exhalation I try to go further and further, and you can take about 3 to 5 breaths here, and finally try to bring the chin towards the knee or a little beyond the knee towards the shin bone. So in this asana, I am supposed to look at the tip of the toe. So the nail of the longest finger is the drishti in this asana. So after finishing about 3 to 5 breaths, I have to inhale and come up. Then exhale and turn. Then with an inhale, I catch the waist, and with an exhale, I come back to Samasthiti. The same should be repeated on the other side. Now let me demonstrate the same with the correct steps and the correct breathing. Now let me talk to you about the important points in this asana. The first important point is about taking that step. So when you take the step, that step should be correct. It should not be too short, like 2 feet and all. And it should not be too long also. In either of these scenarios, the stretch received on the legs and the hips will not be appropriate. So try to take that step approximately 3 feet distance. So if you look at the side view, now this is a short step, it's not enough, it's approximately 2 feet. Now this is a long step, it's almost 4 feet. So both these are not appropriate. So the leg should be stepped to approximately 3 feet. When you do that, the proper stretch will come on the back of the legs. You can see. If it's too short, the stretch will not come. If it's too long, it will be too difficult to stretch. The second important point is the turn of the body and the legs also. So when this is the first step is over, I catch the waist. Then the second step, I exhale and catch the hands at the back. Now during the third step, don't turn halfway. So you can see the shoulders are tilted. So turn full to that direction. So to do that, you have to turn the front foot completely and the back foot should be half turned. So don't keep the back foot without turning. So if you don't turn the back foot, then the shoulder will not turn properly. So turn the back foot also and the front foot should be completely turned in that direction. So you get the full shoulder facing this direction. And then the asana can be done correctly. Third important point is when you bend in this direction, keep both the shoulders in the same level. So don't keep the shoulders tilted in one direction. Turn the full shoulder to the feet and the shoulder should be equally distanced from the tip of that toe. So the distance of the shoulder from the toe should be the same when you do this asana. And the alignment of the heel should be correct. The navel, the chest, head, heels will be on one line. The hips will be offset and the shoulders will be offset on either side of that center line. So that is the alignment of this asana. The next important point is the drishti. So don't look at the knee. When you bend forward, if you look at the knee, the rounding of the back will come. So when you look at the side view, you can see here, if I start looking at the knee, the general tendency is for rounding the back. So I'll go like this. Whereas if you look at the toe, the extension will be correct. You can see how the extension happens. So when you perform this asana, first the navel has to come, then the chest has to come, then the chin has to come. If you find it is tough to touch the chin, you can try to touch the forehead in the end of the last exhalation. So try not to drop your neck in the beginning. You can drop the neck towards the last exhalation. The breathing in this asana is ujjayi, slow, deep, complete inhalations and exhalations with sound from the throat. When you perform this asana, you have to practice Mula Bandha, locking the anus muscles or the sphincter muscles. Now let me recap all the important points. The asana is done on both the sides. It is self-complementary. You have to turn the full body to one side. Don't turn halfway. Align the shoulders with the tip of the toe. And the front leg should be turned completely 90 degrees, whereas the back leg should be turned halfway. Align your shoulders and hips equally on both the sides of the center line. The center line is made by both the heels. Drishti in this asana is on the tip of the toe or the nail of the longest finger. Breathing is slow, deep, ujjayi, complete inhalations and complete exhalations. You have to perform Mula Bandha while practicing this asana. Observe all these important points and get all the benefits of Parsva Uttanasana. Keep practicing. Namaste.